Hey everybody, Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon. Today we're taking a look at a almost brand new, it is pre-owned, but a 2022 Keystone Cougar. It's a 25 RES is the model number. Very light, coming in about 7,600 pounds. Incredibly light for a fifth wheel. If you don't know already, most of you probably do, fifth wheels tow a lot better than trailers. Your truck's actually normally more equipped for a fifth wheel as well, if you have the hookup, of course, but you can handle a lot more weight. So even if you can only tow 8,000 or something at your tail, take a look at what manufacturer says is normally 10 or 12. You know, if it's 8,000 at the back, it's 10 or 12 with a fifth wheel. So they tow a lot better, easier to maneuver, a lot smoother going down the road. But 7 gallons, you have a 7-gallon on the far side as well. That's locked, so that's a surprise. You don't get to see it, but that's your big open basement. It does pass all the way through. Shoot, you know what? Let's take a look at the other side before we go in, just so you can see how perfect this thing is. Hardly ever used. You'll see when we go in, it's like it's brand new. I can't legally say it's brand new because someone's bought it and brought it to me, but it's basically brand new. It's just been pre-owned. We have our slide here. Let me see if this is open. Yep, cool. You can see our basement. So big open basement. You have the controls for your auto level there. You just press it and forget it. It'll level itself out. Here's the controls for our dump stations, black and gray. A tank flush for cleaning that tank. The winterized switch. You can bypass the water heater if you're not using it, or you just need to winterize something. You don't want to get it in the water heater. We have an outdoor shower here. Just need to put the nozzle on it, which is right there, still in the bag. But hot and cold water there. Your inputs for TV and satellite. You have pre-wired for solar on it right there, and then a nice easy battery disconnect, which honestly is one of my favorite things. I can't stand when these towables don't have a disconnect. It's the simplest thing to keep your batteries healthy, and not all of them have it. Gas electric water heater right here. I believe it's 6 gallons. Double check me on that if it's important to you. Could be 10, but I believe it's 6. Our nice big deep slide here really helps open it up when we get to the inside. Again, it's a 2022, I shouldn't have to say this, but your decals are in perfect shape. 50 amp service on this. You do have 2 AC units, and you have your what is this, potable water? Yeah, potable water right there. Outdoor shower, you have 2, so you have another here, and then you have another hitch for maybe a bike or a luggage tote or anything like that you want to throw on the back. I think this has a payload carry weight of like 3,700 pounds, so you can carry quite a bit on this thing. Real, you know, rugged chassis for the weight of this. It is set up for a backup camera. It does not have one on there, but Keystone wires it and everything for you. I think most people are running wireless now anyways, so it might just be easier, but it's something we can do for you if that's what you want. We got our ladder to get up on the walk-on roof. It is an observation deck, so you can be up there. It's spec for it. Silly thing, it's not why you buy a rig, but it's one of those things you just love as an owner. But the magnetic latches, you don't have to flip anything, it just sticks up there. But we have our outdoor kitchen here. Obviously fridge has never been used. Got the nice little propane grill that pops right out. It's a nice setup. And then just some more storage up there as well. It makes for a really nice area being out here and doing your cooking. There's our refrigerator exhaust, powered awning here, maybe about 16 feet or so. It does have that LED strip right underneath it, so it may not look like much when it's not on, but when this awning comes out and that LED strip's on in the evening, it just reflects off that canvas really nicely and gives you this really kind of glowing, nice area underneath your awning. So a really cool thing, one of those things you really appreciate when you're using them. Dual axle, tires are not even a year old. This thing's not even a year old. Solar ready, and it is the 4 Seasons package there. So I think it's an R13 rated wall. You have the full styrene underbelly, which just keeps moisture from coming up, and then the bigger AC units, bigger furnace in that, with some holding tank heaters. So the nice solid step, 3-step, just a lot more stable than the pull-out kind. I really prefer these. So coming in, it is a rear living. So you have the nice big entertainment area here with some storage. You can go behind your TV, so if you put in a big enough TV, you can hide some stuff back there. But nice easy way where it's wired. You have power, you have satellite, cable hookups all there. It'll run, this unit here is a DVD player, Bluetooth, radio, auxiliary. It's a stereo with a DVD player built in, and that's wired straight through, so you're not needing to put a DVD player in or anything like that. And it'll also double as surround sound for the TV that's eventually there. Below it, we just have a little 110 fireplace. I think these things are kind of underrated sometimes, because if you're at a place where you have hookups, yes, you have the big, you know, furnace on this thing. But if it's, you know, a chilly night, say in the 40s, that thing, once you get this thing to temp, and you can turn the furnace off and leave that on, it's enough heat to keep it at temperature. If you're not constantly going in and out the door, that'll keep you warm, and you're not wasting propane that way. So kind of a nice touch. Good storage up above. You see how deep that is and tall. So a ton of storage up there for whatever you need to keep. Maybe you have 1,000 DVDs you take with you, if anyone still uses DVDs. Good storage in the back, no wasted space on this rig. Really nice kind of finish on the wall. I don't know if you can, how that makes out in the video, but really cool finish on there. And you have this kind of faux exposed wood for the ceiling, just makes it feel a little bit more homey. We have the trifold bed here. If you're not familiar with them, let me just show you. They are, if given the option, I think the trifold beds are hands down the most comfortable. They're the lightest. But most important thing being the comfort. You don't have the gap in the middle like you do with the scissor bed. If the pull-out beds, those mattresses are just not great. Even the air mattress ones, they're not great. This to me is just winner takes all. That's the best one. You know, smooth surface, doesn't lose its comfort after just a couple uses. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't have folding points like the pull-out beds have, where the springs can kind of ruin themselves. So again, just personal opinion, but I don't think there's an argument to be made. These are the best. Your dinette also will make down into a bed. So just between these two, you're sleeping 4 down here and 2 up top. So a family of 6 will sleep comfortably in here, and a ton of walking space. So if you do have 6 people in here, you're not getting in each other's way just because you're in the kitchen. You know, getting to the dinette, you have ample space in here. So really nicely set up there. It's a Dometic 2-way fridge, about 5 cubic foot, gas and electric. Regular microwave up top with a propane oven, conventional oven down below. And we have a 3-burner Furrion propane stove with this guy doubles as like a little splash guard for you. Got a nice big sink in here, really deep stainless steel sink in really good shape. Again, this thing was like not really even used, so if it looks brand new, that's why. Nice fixture there for spraying people that are watching my video. And just more storage even on this side, outlets, USB ports. It's a 2022, so you're going to see stuff like USB ports throughout. Really nicely done. In the stairwell here, this is our control board. I don't think I have power to the rig, but that controls your awning, your slides, lighting. Obviously you have switches and stuff too, but it's kind of just, it's called an in command, and this is like the new thing in the RV industry is using these now. It does make it a little bit cleaner on this wall. You don't have this much of a panel to control, you know, each item individually. Big, huge shower. Again, this thing's 25 feet. You'd never know by looking at the shower. I mean, this is one of the biggest I've seen. Plenty of headroom, and you even got the seat if you need to take a break midway through a shower, or just you're in a situation where you need to be seated. Porcelain potty on here with plenty of knee room. It is the step-on kind, which I think is the only kind that should be used, in my opinion. I think the electric ones are a little silly, but porcelain potty. You got our vanity here, nice little medicine cabinet that you can't see, some built-ins, and more storage here. And this does have a pocket door here that slides, so you don't have to leave the door open in the bathroom. And then we got our RV queen in here. It does have room for a regular size queen, but it makes this place a little bit narrow. So unless you're, you know, like 6'6" or taller, you don't really need a longer bed. So this one's 76 inches, so like 6'4", should be plenty long. I know I'd fit on it fine, and you're still able to walk around here, so I think it's a big plus. Nice built-ins on either side. Kind of nice just cosmetic finish there too, with that wood paneling on the back, and just the way things are kind of rounded. I think it looks really nice. But good nightstands, kind of a double layer nightstand there with plugs and USB ports on either side. Storage above, skylight right here to get air moving through here. You got the big window there. Our second slide is this closet here, so bigger than it might seem. Nice and deep, some built-ins down below, more of the same here. And on both of your nightstands there is some storage there as well. We have our TV here. All the hookups are nice and easy to get to. They're not kind of really exposed on the wall there, which is nice. And then the AC is ducted up here too, so you're going to get just as cool in here as you will in the rest of the rig. you think, what else? You know, it's such a new rig, I don't feel like I need to go into too much detail. I don't want to repeat myself, so if I forgot something, guys, please just reach out and I'll answer any questions you have. But beautiful setup. Keystone knows what they're doing. They're the most popular fifth wheel and towables year after year for good reason, and they're updating nicely where they're not getting convoluted with systems. It's simple enough and still keeping up with the times on features. So really nice 2022 Keystone Cougar 25 RES. Here at RV Sales of Oregon. I'm Robbie here at RV Sales of Oregon, showing it to you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone number and email should pop up on the screen. Just shoot me a message if you want to know or give me a call. But thank you all for checking out the video and have a nice day.